Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, I've taken the Lionel 50 gang car apart and serviced it. And while I had it apart, I removed the operator and the shaft that operates him. I figured the other two figures were gone and might as well lose him as well. So in any case, I pulled the motor apart, pulled the armature out, pulled the bearings out, pulled the brushes out, the brush springs, cleaned and lubricated everything. Just got it reassembled. It's back on the rail. I've removed both of the bumpers for now. I'm thinking about eventually disassembling this and removing the slide completely and just adding a switch for forward and reverse. But we'll see. Anyway, turn the power on. I just got this put back together. We should see a remarkable difference in how this runs. I'm trying to get it to run as slow as possible. Okay, that's as slow as it will go. We're running on AC. As you see, that is running really well. I've never been able to run it this slow. All right, good constant speed all the way around the rail. Let's take it up to, here's 50% power. Now these things are geared really low. They're not designed for speed. As you see, that's running really well. Take it a bit faster. So the brushes are quite worn, but I don't think this thing had ever been taken apart. It was absolutely filthy on the inside. Graphite mixed with oil everywhere. It's actually surprising that it ran. Excuse me, I was running the 2025 with a smoker. Oh, this mineral oil smoke really messes with my lungs. Oh, excuse me again. Anyway, as you see, this is running really well. Let's slow it down. Okay, there's about as slow as it will go, and the transformer is almost in the off position. But as you see, maintaining a good constant speed all the way around the rail, that's running really well. So I'll do a tutorial on disassembly of the gang car. It's fairly straightforward. You have to use caution with this thing though. There's lots and lots of parts in there. But as you see, it's running well, the best it's ever run in fact. And you've noticed that I have completely cleaned the layout, getting ready for the big video tomorrow. Anyway, the gang car is running absolutely splendidly. Now only the front wheels, if you want to call them that. There's 4 wheels on this car, of course. Only 2 of them are powered. The other 2 are freewheeling. And this is worm gear drive. So it's the pull-more motor. It's the same motor they use for the Lionel diesels. So there's a lot of power in this little gang car. Like I said, it's not designed for speed at all. It is geared really low. All right, take it back up, 50% power. As you see, this is running just absolutely splendidly. So, pull the armature out, clean the armature, clean the brushes, clean the bearings, brush springs, brush wells, lubricated everything. Reassembled it minus the operator, of course, as you see. So that would actually be the excellent base for a burrow crane, if I could find a crane body that would fit on this thing. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. Like I said, it's first run on the rail after servicing, and it made a tremendous difference in how this car runs. It runs really well. It was exponentially dirty. The oil in it was gritty black, I mean jet black. As you can see, my hands are completely filthy, and I've already washed them once. So pulling the armature out of there was It was dirty. It was really dirty. So clean the armature, clean the bearings, brushes, brush springs, brush wells. This little car is up and running. It's the best it's ever run. And even at high speed, it's not fast. As you see, I mean, it's moving right along, but it's geared really, really low. As you see, that's cruising right along this rail. And the nice thing about it, of course, is you can really slow this thing down now. And that's about as slow as it will go. And the transformer's virtually off. Now you can hear a train outside. Anyway, just wanted to do a quick video. Like I said, I'll do a video in the next few days of actually a tutorial on how to disassemble the gang car. A lot of parts in this thing, and a lot of really, really small wires. So, in any case, as you see, I've removed the bumpers. The bumpers are really, really brittle, and I may replace them. We'll see. But I did remove the operator and the shaft that turns him. And that shaft is just a geared shaft that has a series of notches on this slide. So as it moves back and forth, it literally just turns him like a gear. So I pulled the shaft out. I'm going to leave him off for now. I have the shaft in my parts box. I can always put it back in. But I don't think I'm going to be spending any money on this. I mean, I got it for $10 and bought it just to play with it. So seriously considering turning it into something else. Like I said, this would make an excellent base for a burrow crane. But anyway, just to take it apart, I wanted to see how it worked, and I had to clean those brushes, and I had to learn how to do it, of course. I've never worked on one of these before. Relatively straightforward. There's only 3 screws, and the entire thing comes apart. Remove this screw, this entire front cover comes off. There's nothing under here except the contact wires and the gear that, or the teeth that mesh with the gear that turn the operator. These 2 screws come out, and this hinges backwards on its wiring, and the 2 brushes on the springs come out. So you have to do this virtually upside down. Get the brushes and the springs out, and then pull the armature straight out the top. Anyway, it's pretty much straightforward, but there's lots of parts in there, surprisingly enough. So it's all vertical, of course, the vertical shaft, and all worm gear driven. But I just want to do a quick video on this. It's up and running, as you see, running really well. I've never been able to run it this slow. So just a quick video on the Lionel gang car after its first tune-up. And of course I had to learn how to take it apart, so figured no time like the present. So just a quick video of its first trip around the rail after its service. Made a tremendous difference in how this little gang car is running. So just a quick video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.